Hello, my name is Irene, and today I'm gonna take you to one of the most beautiful places in Italy and maybe in the world, a small little town which is called Tropea. We are in Calabria, in the southern part of Italy. If you need more information, just drop a comment and I will reply and explain you how to arrive there and all the information you will need to visit this beautiful place which is called Tropea.
Che sei chic con gli occhiali?
Since my family and I live in a small, beautiful village in the hills of Calabria, it takes about 35 minutes to drive to Tropea. The journey itself is an experience because we pass through charming little towns and breathtaking landscapes. It was lunchtime, so we decided to grab a quick pizza at my favorite pizzeria in Vibo before continuing our journey. We had pizza al taglio with tuia and some croquettes. Back in the car, we headed up to Monteporo. Unlike the coast, this area is pure countryside. Traditional crops dominate the land, and people still work it daily. You can see open fields, farms, and narrow country roads. Some families grow onions, vegetables, and other products just as they always have. Sometimes we spot a shepherd walking slowly among his sheep, letting them gaze at their own pace. This is a different side of Italy, simpler, quieter, and more authentic. Then suddenly the roads curve along the coastline, and every turn opens up to another incredible view. The sea appears, bright, blue, endless, then disappears again behind hills and villages. Even though we have visited these places many times, we can't help but stop, feeling it would be wrong to rush past such beauty. And then we see it, Tropea. It's sitting up on the cliff. It seems as if it has been there forever. Buildings stacked together in warm colors, balconies, little windows facing the water. Tropea is known as La Perla del Mediterraneo, the pearl of the Mediterranean Sea, and once you arrive, you understand why. The water here is so clear, the colors are unreal, and the town, built on the cliff, glows golden under the sun. Tropea sits on the Costa degli Dei, or the coast of the gods. People call it this way because the coastline is so stunning it almost feels unreal. The sea, cliffs, hidden corners, everything seems magical. According to legend, Hercules himself founded Tropea. After completing his 12 labors, he traveled along southern Italy's coast. And after seeing this cliff above the sea, he chose it as a port and built a settlement that eventually became Tropea. Locals say this is why the town feels so strong and timeless, because it was founded by a hero. The small church on the rock, Santa Maria dell'Isola, carries its own legend. Locals believed the church protected Tropea from earthquakes, storms, and invasions. When enemies approached from the sea, people prayed there, and many believed the Virgin Mary safeguarded the town. Over centuries, while other towns suffered damage, Tropea remained intact, seen as a proof that the church was watching over it. Tropea is built on two levels, the town above and the beach below. You can drive up and down, but I prefer to walk even if the steps are tough, especially in summer when it's hot. Tropea is ancient. People have lived here for thousands of years. Greeks, Romans, and yet it still feels alive, not like a museum, but as a living, breathing town. After climbing thousands more steps, we arrive in Tropea's main square, or Piazza del Cannone, which takes its name from the large cannon on which you can sit and admire a breathtaking sunset over a volcano, Lo Stromboli.
Ah, papi,
Già siete arrivati.
e fa fresco.
C'è qualcuno che fa il bagno, eh?
Being a tourist hotspot, prices in Tropea are higher than in more local areas. So my advice to you is to carefully check the price before buying anything here. In the little town, the streets are narrow and the ground is uneven. And just take a look at how much more lively the little town becomes during the summertime, when tourists and locals dine along the small streets every night. Tropea is famous for its cipolla, onion, which is sweet and
Respiras en
red,
Calabria.
perfect for salads. And in this hidden
Bello.
shop you can find a wide selection of local products at an affordable price.
Peperoncino.
Famiglia, if you enjoy this kind of authentic content, remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos.
Buongiorno. È uno macchiato. Macchiato.
Ehi, ben arrivato, amore? Tutto bene? Sì.
Due, grazie.
Io non posso girare.
Non c'è il gelato, amore mio, il tartufo c'è se lo vuoi.
Io non lo posso.
Non lo puoi? Perché? Perché non lo puoi?
Anzi, nemmeno tanto caro. Pensavo pure più caro. Può pure scendere a filmare.
If you are in Tropea, you cannot miss one of its iconic spots, l'Affaccio, a seaside balcony from which you can almost see through the crystal clear waters.
Che bello.
Tropea has always been a tourist destination, but since COVID I've noticed that many more restaurants and Airbnbs have opened in the small streets. This is something I actually appreciate if it's done respectfully toward the locals and their spaces.
Quella volta abbiamo mangiato con Bembo greco.
There's laundry hanging from balconies, doors open, people sitting outside like they've done this every day for years. Everything feels slower here, but not in summer, when streets are packed with tourists and locals alike. And this is the Duomo, or the main church, where many locals and foreigners choose to celebrate their weddings every year.
Potremmo pure guardare.
Quale?
O Palazzo Cesareo, il palazzo che stavano ristrutturando che c'era una
Andiamo mo. L'agenzia fantastica. Potremmo venire o 3 o 4.
We are in southern Italy, so even in Tropea you can, of course, find a wide selection of pastry shops and gelato shops where you can try some delicious desserts.
E mi dai qualche altro cucchiaino per farti vedere il cheesecake? Prego.
Grazie.
In the afternoon we felt a bit hungry, so we grabbed an arancino before heading to the car.
Grazie. Quant'è?
Siamo 4, vamo, non è che... Questa è Tropea. Facciamo su, giù.
My dad wanted to take me to his favorite pasticceria to enjoy his favorite pasticcino, a babà filled with cream.
Di quella grande. È tipo mangiare.
And of course, this did not disappoint. Thank you for always supporting my channel. I'll see you in the next video.